Smart security designed and installed just for you, backed by 24/7 protection. Click on our superfan to learn more.
That's right.
You know, they got it down there, and then they threw a couple times. Right now, 8 plays, 7 rushes. They have not had a negative play. The shortest rush of the game, the quarterback sneak. They have been controlling the line of scrimmage, and those offensive linemen, those big guys, as Dan Mullen told Jamie, we know what they're going to do. They're going to run right at us.
And they have effectively. See what they do on 3rd down and 3, although whistle stops play here. Gives Holyfield a chance to retie his cleats. And should be a flag. There's too many guys on the field, isn't there? Or a legal substitution.
Delay a game on the defense. Number 12's knees were not covered by his pants and was asked to leave the game and did not do that.
Wow, we haven't had that one.
That's a
new rule this year.
Yep.
Which results in a first down.
So
it's a uniform violation.
see Jamie Williamson, no, I'm not leaving.
Yeah, well, you got to leave. It's a rule.
You don't hear that very often.
No, you got to have knee pads over your knees. I mean, you look at the NFL and...
No, I get that he might not have the right knee pads, but when the official says you got to leave,
you got to go.
No, you got to go.
It's like arguing with your mom and dad.
Exactly.
At the 7, it's an automatic first down with that penalty that we hadn't seen all year. Holyfield back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. Nice job by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson and company to meet him.
Yeah, coming off the edge, called blitz from the secondary. That's what Chauncey Gardner does a lot. Again, going to what this offensive line does best. They're huge. They're mammoth. They like to block straight ahead. Okay, so now 2nd and here near the goal line, this is when you start to wonder, is this where you start to go play action pass?
I still don't see that he got his pants over his knees, but he's back out there. 2nd down to go. Holyfield is set back. 2 wide out group for Jake Fromm. They're going to blitz. Fromm wrapped up by Joseph. We told you you'd see number 11 all day long, and there's his first big play.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that Georgia has to know about Todd Grantham, the defensive coordinator. There he is on the right with the red visor, orange visor. You're going to bring the linebackers. You know, he was the defensive coordinator for Georgia. He loves to blitz. So you better be ready for it. And this time, no one touches it. Again, Holyfield had him, but he was going for the block, the fake. You got to get up there and take him out.
Now it's 3rd down and goal, but the dog is going in the wrong direction right now.
Here's where those defensive ends have to make a statement for Florida.
Draw play, DeAndre Swift straight up the middle. Got it inside the 4. And it's 4th down.
I don't think Kirby Smart will gamble here. He went for 7 points against LSU, gave up the 3 this time. I believe he's going to take the 3.
I'll bring out Rodrigo Blankenship. His kicker, who's 10 out of 12 on the year.
It would be in your face, though, to fake one here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
It would be. All right, all you critics, take that.
Big Kamar to the hold. It'll be a 21-yard attempt by Rodrigo Blankenship. No fake field goal this week. Up and through. So Georgia's opening march was a great one until the sack by Joseph. O'Shawn Joseph saved the Gators probably 4 points on the play right there. Still, it's 3-0 Georgia.
Anything in your case that might help?
Genius. Rated PG-13. Experience it in IMAX.
A wealth of information. A wealth of perspective. A wealth of opportunities. That's the clarity you get from Fidelity Wealth Management. Straightforward advice, tailored recommendations, tax-efficient investing strategies, and a dedicated advisor to help you grow and protect your wealth. Fidelity Wealth Management.
A better SUV dares to ask why not. Like, why not all seasons versatile? Why not all the prizes roomy? Why not first-class comfort? Honda, awarded Best SUV Brand for 2018.
CBS Super Bowl season continues tomorrow. Denver will battle Mahomes and company in Kansas City. Jets, Chicago, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Carolina, Indianapolis, and Oakland in the late game. JB and the guys kick it off with Nate and Boomer, Phil, the coach. NFL Today powered by Ram Trucks, noon Eastern tomorrow. Good lineup of games. Good opening series for Georgia. 12 plays, 71 yards. Had to settle for a field goal. And Gary, as you said to me during the break, both teams, both fans.
Yeah, I think both bases are happy with the way that the drive ended. But I think Georgia's more happy with how the drive progressed.
Right. Kadarius Toney and Freddie Swain are back deep awaiting Rodrigo Blankenship's kick, but he doesn't let many come back out. He's got 47 touchbacks on 51 kickoffs this year, so those guys may not have to worry about this. And they won't. So Florida likewise will start from the 25, and that brings us to Chick-fil-A starting lineups. And it starts with their quarterback. We talked about him in the open. The sophomore, Felipe Franks. What a season and what a difference. Gary talked about it in the open already, but you see the numbers, 15 and 5. That's a far cry from a year ago. There's the offense that joins in. Martez Ivey, he knows about this. This is the fourth game he's playing in with that veteran offensive line. He's seen a lot of dog-gator matchups. He's at left tackle. Jordan Scarlett behind Felipe Franks. 3 wideouts to the top. And it's a flea flicker to open things up. Franks, plenty of time. Going long. Man there, and he just overshot Van Jefferson. It would have been a touchdown.
Wow. Last week, 2 weeks ago, Jake Fromm missed 2 touchdowns early in the game. Open the game with the flea flicker. Here's the 2 players you have to look at. The action brings in the safety. Tyreek McGee, number 26, and boom, he's past it. You can never get up to speed when you got a receiver going full speed. When you turn to try to catch him, you never get it. And the big arm,
a little too big.
Franks were too big.
Yep. Now he's going to throw short out in the flat, the wide out screen, and this one works pretty well. 8-yard pickup for Trevon Grimes against the Georgia defense that looks like this. And one of the best around as a shutdown corner, if you will, is DeAndre Baker. We were talking with Coach Mullen. We said, do you stay away from him? He says, no, we attack everybody the same way. 3rd and 2. On the ground. Scarlett with a first down, but the ball came out, and Georgia's got it going the other way. Down the sideline. Richard LeCount has it back for the Dogs inside the 15. I think it's Monty Rice that knocked it out.
Florida has been the beneficiary of the turnover battle all season. But remember, when we did those opening games for Georgia, they were doing it with their defense, and Monty Rice was the guy. Knocked it out with the tackle. It would have been a very successful first down play, but now Georgia has the ball again, back in scoring position.
LeCount came in leading Georgia in tackles, and now he's got himself a gift and a return to the 13-yard line.
And look at this. They come right back with Holyfield. He's already had 5 touches. He only had 7 in the LSU the whole game.
He's got another touch here, but he's going to be touched down in the backfield. That didn't look right from the get-go.
They ran into each other. That didn't work.
No mesh point there except C.C. Jefferson meshing with Holyfield.
And it had to be no surprise there. You knew Grantham was going to come with the blitz. C.J. McWilliams was coming off the edge. and you saw the running back and the quarterback collide. It was a big play, again, when it could have been just handed off and try to gain 4 or 5 yards and not get behind the sticks.
Kirby looked like he was telling Elijah Holyfield, just don't worry about it. We got a lot of football left. Swift is in there now, and Fromm in the shotgun on 2nd down at 15. And it's a draw play to Swift. And that only got about a yard. Nice job by C.J. McWilliams to stay home, make the tackle. And it brings up 3rd down.
And this is the down the Florida speed rush has to win. Georgia will gain confidence if you get into 3rd and long. If it's a passing play, they have yet to throw downfield in this game. One quick screen. But if it is a drop-back passing game, Georgia will gain confidence if they can keep that pass rush away from their quarterback.
Jake Fromm has not liked 3rd down and 9+, and this is 3rd and 13. Fromm floats one to the corner. Holland, touchdown. Can't do it much better than that one.
Well, and you pick on a substitute player. Remember, we talked about Marco Wilson and C.J. Henderson not in. So what do you have? Jawan Taylor, number 29, a safety-type player. And before the ball was snapped, Jake Fromm knew where it was going.
He sure did. Blankenship's extra point is good. Well, the big play by the Georgia defense gave it back to their offense in a good spot. And Jake Fromm knew exactly what he was going to do. Richard LeCount and Monty Rice come up with the defense. Then the Dogs offense goes to work, and it's Fromm, 16-yard touchdown pass to Holloman. And Georgia leads Florida 10-0.
My shows are all about energy. I feed off my fans, and they feed off me. To keep my battery charged, I grab a 5-hour energy shot. It gets me back to 100% fast. 5-hour energy. Get back to 100%.
I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere. There's no place I'd rather be. I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere. And time don't matter to me. 'Cause I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere.
A better SUV dares to ask why not. Like, why not versatile? Master of all seasons, all the prizes kind of versatile. Why not turn up the comfort? First class comfort. Why not make it rugged?
Real rugged.
But also smart. And of course, reliable. Friend picking you up at midnight, reliable. And why not end with a big statement? Honda, awarded Best SUV Brand for 2018.
Many only see one side of trucking, the massive, loud machine. But let's show them an industry that works day and night. Let's show the dedication and the care. Let's show them the other side of the story.
Minutes in, Georgia leading by 10 already. Monday on The Late Show, Colbert's All New with Kerry Washington. Then later this week, catch Mike Myers, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Billy Eichner. All new this week on CBS.
You know, if you're a Gator fan right now, you think back to last year, Georgia had 21 points before Florida had their first down. Now they got 10 points without their first down.
And what could have been a touchdown on a flea flicker, just a yard too long.
And what could have been a first down.
Yep.
So they could have had a touchdown, they could have had a first down. They got neither. They got a touchdown by Georgia.
And another touchback, number 49.
Let's talk about
Rodrigo.
this again, okay? First play, remember, Georgia had a breakdown. They took advantage of it. Watch right here. This is what Fromm's looking at, trying to disguise the coverage. Jake Fromm says you'll never get there. I'm going to throw it to that corner. There's no way the safety can get to it. A coverage breakdown trying to disguise. Felipe Franks had his shot.
Yep.
He missed it.
And we said Jake Fromm hadn't been good on 3rd and long. Boy, it made me shut up. That was a perfect pass on 3rd and 13. I'm going to blame our graphics department.
Yes, they put it up there. You
That's
got to
right.
read it.
That's right. Michael Pirine in the backfield gets a carry straight up the gut and goes for about 12.
So here's if you're Dan Mullen now, everything he's called has worked, and he's down 10-0, right? I mean, this time he gets the zone read, which probably is a give almost all the way with Felipe Franks in there. But he's called a perfect game, and he's down 10-0.
First down at the 37. 3 wideouts to the top for Franks if he goes that way. He won't. He'll keep it on the ground. Pirine trying to follow his blockers for about 4. Brought down by LeCount and Walker. So they've got it out to the 41-yard line. Pirine and Scarlett, a good 1-2 punch. Talk about Swift and Holyfield. Those two guys both had great games. The last time Florida played, which was the win over Vanderbilt. This time the play fake, the throw's a little bit low, but he got it out there to Freddie Swain. And now we got some shenanigans going for the first time on the sideline. A little pushing and shoving, no flags.
This game has a reputation of being chippy, but in the last 4 years, there's only been one unsportsmanlike penalty called in this game.
Wow.
But it is 3rd and medium, and I would call that a successful 2nd down.
Kyle Pitts is a wide receiver to the right.
Just enough. Just be a threat to keep those backside ends where they are looking at the quarterback and not chasing down the run.
Dan Mullen would say he has to be a willing runner. I don't ask him to run a lot, but be willing to. And he was willing to that time for a pickup of 3, 2nd down and 7. Josh Hammond in motion. Franks off the play fake, plenty of time. Throws the out, and he throws it right to Georgia. Tyreek McGee with the interception.
He had the man in the flat that time, and he decided to go for the deep player. And that cost him. You got to take the easy throw. He tried to force it, and McGee baited him into the throw.
Georgia's second takeaway of the day. Their offense has got it back when we return.
I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere, and there's no place I'd rather be. I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere, and time don't matter to me, 'cause I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere.
A better SUV dares to ask why not. Like, why not versatile? Master of all seasons, all the prizes kind of versatile. Why not turn up the comfort? First class comfort. Why not make it rugged?
Real rugged.
But also smart. And of course, reliable. Friend picking you up at midnight, reliable. And why not end with a big statement? Honda, awarded Best SUV Brand for 2018.
A wealth of information. A wealth of perspective. A wealth of opportunities. That's the clarity you get from Fidelity Wealth Management. Straightforward advice, tailored recommendations, tax-efficient investing strategies, and a dedicated advisor to help you grow and protect your wealth. Fidelity Wealth Management.
Want more stats? Hey Siri, who leads college football in rushing yards?
I don't know the answer to that. This guy just threw his 6th interception. That part I know. Miscues so far, Gary.
Yeah, it sure has. And as we talked about, they've had plays that would have worked. An overthrow to start out the game that should have been a touchdown on the play, and then a first down run that ends up being a turnover. And I don't know, I have to be honest, was this a misread or just a poor throw? I don't know if he was trying to loop the ball over and just throw it woefully short, or did he not see it? Hard to imagine. He could not see the flat defender on that throw.
First down, Georgia with a turnover at their own 29. Elijah Holyfield right in the middle of the pack, and the pack gets pushed for a decent gain.
This Florida defense has to figure out a way to get their team back in the game.
I don't think C.J. Henderson's going to be back in the game. It's like he's heading to the locker room. Jamie, you got more on it?
Yeah, they did everything they possibly could to get his low back to loosen up, which was the issue from that injury. You see him walking very gingerly, couldn't even break out in a jog. Now, during that last series, Jawan Taylor had the defensive headset on the entire time. I think they're trying to work out that communication in the secondary.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that as well. Second down at 6 here. Swift back in there with Fromm. He'll get the carry. And going to be short of the first down. We'll bring up third down and 2 or 3.
After a turnover, you always think, will they go for the big play? Try to make Florida pay for the turnover. The patience of Jim Chaney, offensive coordinator with Georgia. Runs the ball, has a third and medium. Now, this is the time when your quarterback can take any throw and make a first down.
Nada, the tight end's in a slot on the right side. Make that Charlie Warner, excuse me. They'll keep it on the ground. And Swift's not going to get anything. Nice job by the Florida defense. Jabari Zuniga was the first guy that Chauncey Gardner-Johnson cleaned up, and it's fourth down. And we have a Georgia player down, and that is Andrew Thomas, and that's not good news for a big left tackle.
And he's been struggling with injuries, but it was his ankle injury that he was struggling with before.
Sophomore out of Lithonia, 6'5", 320
and they're
pounder.
looking at that ankle again. Did the pile fall on him?
Yep, it sure did.
Yes, it did.
With the right leg.
Yep.
I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere, and there's no place I'd rather be. I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere, and time don't matter to me, 'cause I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere.
An address. What's that? A safe house in Paris. Why would I need a safe house in Paris? Should things at some point go terribly wrong, it's good to have a place to go. You know, for a cup of tea.
Just getting to the Georgia sideline. The big fella rolled up on that last play. We'll see if he can come back. Meanwhile, it's the first punting situation for Georgia. Jake Camarda to kick. And Freddie Swing will have to call for a fair catch. He has to run up on it at the 23-yard line. That's where Florida will take over. Full house here in Jacksonville today. Our aerial coverage is sponsored by State Farm, here to help life go right. For a while there, it looked like there weren't a lot of Florida fans here, but the security is really tight outside the stadium today, and a lot of people were waiting in line for a long time to get in here. Now you see the split right down the middle of orange and blue and red and black.
Yep, it's filled up. So the quarterback whisperer, Dan Mullen, has to whisper into Felipe Frank's ear to settle down.
Yep. Just, he was too long on one and too short on the other.
Because as much as you want to run the ball and make that as the lead of your offense, you can't win without a quarterback.
Keep it on the ground here with P. Ryan. Bounced off the first guy and got 5 or 6. Looked like he was going to lose a yard. Instead, good gain. Brings up second down at 4. Frank's in the gun, just inside the 30. P. Ryan waits for his blockers, puts his head down, and comes up a yard shy. Richard LeCount, the leading tackler for Georgia, who already has a fumble return today, made the tackle.
Well, you can still feel both offensive coordinators, Cheney and Mullen, calling plays, understanding that they have to help their quarterback. And here's a little wildcat to help the quarterback. No, it isn't. I'd CLC Franks.
He's under center, so that's why it looked that way.
Yeah.
P. Ryan got it. Didn't have it at first, but second effort by number 22, and he bounced across the first down marker.
It's so used to seeing that quarterback in shotgun.
Especially with the white uniforms and helmets today, you lose them down the line.
Well, this Florida offensive line is massive and veteran as well. Ivy, Jordan, Johnson, and Taylor have played a lot of football. When we talked to Kirby, he singled them out as being veteran players.
Remember when Dan Mullen said to Jamie, maybe we'll use 2 quarterbacks today? Guess what?
Yep.
Emory Jones in at quarterback. And this is a run all the way. And out across the 40 to the 41. Jones, a freshman out of LaGrange, Georgia. Georgia native, getting a little taste of what this matchup means.
Well, whenever you have time to do things, you have time to tweak your offense. This series is famous for that. Yeah. Small changes, using a fullback back in the day for Florida. Just the small changes that keeps the defense off balance. And Dan didn't just play around.
No, he didn't.
He's got an idea, and he's going to put a new quarterback in there every once in a while.
We'll see if he starts the second quarter. First quarter belongs to Georgia, thanks to turnovers and a touchdown pass by Jake Fromm. End of 1, 10-0 Dogs will return to Jacksonville. After this message, get a word from your local station.
On a steamy Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Hot day, right? Mm-hmm. That's what a real fan looks like. We're bad fans.
Dr. Pepper, the official drink of Fansville.
A wealth of information. A wealth of perspective. A wealth of opportunities. That's the clarity you get from Fidelity Wealth Management. Straightforward advice, tailored recommendations, tax-efficient investing strategies, and a dedicated advisor to help you grow and protect your wealth. Fidelity Wealth Management.
Nothing means more to me than this game. I wish things were different. But it weren't us who changed.
I don't want to kill all these folk, Dutch. Just you.
Do as you're goddamn told.
Red Dead Redemption 2, out now. Rated M for mature.
There are those who see the challenges facing the nation and say, send me. Do you have what it takes?
Hot day, right? Mm-hmm. That's what a real fan looks like. With that fans.
Dr. Pepper, the official drink of Fansville.
And here's Marty.
Your $1 million moment awaits. Visit EckridgeFootball.com to find out more.
Chorizo from Chipotle is back for a limited time. It's grilled right in front of you with nothing artificial. It has nothing to hide. But you can wrap it in a tortilla anyway. Real ingredients, real flavor. Chipotle for real.
There are those who see the challenges facing the nation and say, send me. Do you have what it takes?
Battery cable bolt. Hub bearing unit.
And part number 786103 in the off position.
Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Uga enjoyed that first 15 minutes and that treat he had just about 20 seconds ago. 10-0 Dogs hasn't been a good first quarter for the Gators in the past month. Felipe Franks back in at quarterback as we start the second quarter. The second down and 5 at the 41-yard line. He's coming up throwing out in the flat, and that's going to be a first down toss. Ball came out at the end, but it's a first down for the Gators. Brad Nessler, Gary Danielson, Jamie's down on the field. First quarter that seemed like was really even, just the way things went, but because of the 2 turnovers, that's the difference.
Right, but what I took from it was that Swift and Holyfield had 13 rushing attempts in the first quarter. I predicted somewhere near 40. Right. They're in front of that curve right now. And Jake Fromm, in the last 5 quarters against Florida, has now only thrown 9 passes total.
When he doesn't have to throw a lot, he's really effective.
That's the formula that worked for them a year ago.
So with Franks back in there, the Gators have it at the 48-yard line with a first down. Here's the toss to Pirine. Pirine puts his foot in the ground and a nice cutback and a good run. Got almost 10.
You run the toss, you have to have your tight ends doing the job. And Keontae Lewis that time did a great job to get that opening and allow Pirine to just put his foot in the ground and make a first down.
They actually gave him the 10. Yep, you're right, first down. Back in Georgia territory. They were here not too long ago before Franks threw the interception. Pirine in the middle of the packs, struggling to get back to the line of scrimmage. Won't quite. Let's go to Adam Zucker in New York. Ford update, Zuck.
All right, Ness, it's a Ford update in Kentucky, a team that can run the ball, tied with Florida and Georgia atop the East. Special teams coming through at Mizzou. Darius West blocking a 43-yard field goal. Kentucky on top, 3-0. 5 and change to go in the first quarter. Back to you guys.
And remember, Kentucky, like Florida and Georgia, both 4-1 in the SEC East. Kentucky's got Georgia next week. Play action. Franks wants to go deep and does. Out there, tipped, almost intercepted again. Intended for Trevon Grimes.
Boy, underthrew that one badly. This should have been intercepted. Plenty of time this time. You got to put this ball almost into the end zone to make this throw right now. You've got him, throw it deep. Do not allow that safety to come over at 90 degrees. It should have been picked off.
Let me ask you this, Gary. That overthrow on the flea flicker, is it in his head now?
I guess, but boy, it's going to be tough to play quarterback when every time you throw an incomplete pass, it gets in your head.